time of year. So how can our practice support whatever is going on in life? I think that how often do I say this is the goal of practice? This is the goal of practice. How can we soothe ourselves? How can we heal ourselves, as best as we can? So into that, just joining your palms or resting your hands on your heart, bowing your chin, closing your eyes, settling into your breath. Once again, welcoming yourself to your practice, to your space, even sending out those welcoming vibes to the people you're practicing with today. And so before we move on, just taking this time to scan, notice any tension you're holding or breath pattern, any place that talking to you this morning. Embracing it all as we chant Om together 3 times, beginning with a full inhale, and release this inhale completely like a sigh. And inhale fully to the end. Om. Down your chin. Release your hands to your thighs, lift your chin, and open your eyes. Okay, we're going to stay sitting for a little bit. So if you need to sit up on something, then put that in place. We'll start with a foot massage. I know which foot I grab first. I'm going to just change it. And we'll just give a really quick little wake up to this foot. Just feeling the base of your structure here. Art took today off work, so he is here for the whole class today. That's exciting. Okay, I'm just finishing up on this one. Take a moment for sacred pause. Take your time too. You don't have to match my speed at all. It's just guiding your practice. Okay, so I've switched feet, whether you have or not, is all fine. Take your time. Yes. Finish it up. Okay. And then I'm pausing there. If you're still going, that's fine. Take your time. Okay. I'm going to sit in non-habitual cross-legged. And I'm going to move over because you're going to stay here. Let's go in camera together. Okay. And then we'll take the hands to the knees or to the thighs. And we're just going to take cat-cow seated. So inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, you draw your back, tuck your chin. As you inhale, you lift the shoulders to lift you up, roll them back. And as you exhale, take your chest forward, lift your chin, look up. And just continue on. Let your hands move. Your feet move if they need to. Sometimes that just supports the structure. And moving with your breath. Feeling like the shoulders are picking you up. Rolling over your sit bone, your tailbone. Good. Softening your jaw. Listening to your breath. Good. Next time we come forward into cow pose, so with the chest coming forward, head lifting, we'll start to roll it around in a circle. And you're just going to find your little dance here. So you close your eyes and you feel like, okay, I'm going to say this. Like, people have paid money to watch you do this. I guess like you guys did pay money to watch me do this, but for yourself, like you are, you know, the best swivel seated dancer in the world, and like you're just moving and embracing that. Okay, reverse this. So that means you're smiling. That you're just letting this be what it is for you. Feel yourself stirring, creating some spinal movement, shoulder movement, head movement, hip movement happening here, and you're just here for it all. Good. Okay, I'm going to go one time in each direction, maybe a little slower, and just feel all the little movements. And we'll bring ourselves into sitting. Just pause. We'll change the cross of the legs. We're going to take it side to side. Okay, so just take right hand down, lift the left arm up. Oh, breathe into this, and then just flow between the two sides in a way that, maybe, I don't know. We're not gonna keep going with that, but you just feel this extension, just hold her, just. Yes. Okay, and we're gonna hang out on the first side for a few breaths. So whatever that means, put that arm wherever you like. Look up, down. Playing with the, where is that part of least or of most resistance? Okay, and then we'll come up and just pause for a moment just to, be in the repose. And then we'll go second side, and we'll just hang out there for a few breaths as well. That doesn't mean you have to be still. You can be moving. Extending. Okay, and then come up, pause. Okay, we're going to take twists. I'm going to change the cross of the legs again. Actually, I'm going to pop up into sitting in Virasana. Or even sitting, if you can sit on your heels, or just change the cross of your legs. It really doesn't matter. We're just sitting in a different way. Good. Okay, and then we'll start to just take the twist on each side. I'm just going to open, just moving side to side. Could be very slow. Just opening up. Okay, and so keep going like this. And then the next time you come to the right side, we're going to hang out there for a few breaths. You're just going to pick yourself up here. Let the jaw drop. Open the right shoulder. Nice big inhale as you are. And exhale, release, pause. You need to change the way you're sitting. I'm going to sit on the toes just because I'm here. Okay. And then we'll go to the second side. So let's turn and hang out there. Find the lengthening and then the twisting around the axis. One more breath. And release yourself and come back. We're just going to stretch our little legs forward. Move your little toes, your little feet. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of a wider sit. Still sitting on something if you need it. Okay, so just a little bit of a wider sit. And then we're just going to turn here. And as you turn, you know, if you turn to the right leg might come in a little bit. And as you turn to the left leg might turn in a little bit. And so just let the hips move as you do this. Yeah. So that if the hand that's coming forward wants to go to the outside of the opposite leg, you can take that. Okay. So the next time we come, let's start on the left side this time. So the next time you come to the left, we're going to breathe here. Okay, now I have wherever you have your right hand, slide it forward and start to move into a forward fold here. The left hand can come forward. And just taking your weight a little bit over the the left leg, sorry. Let your jaw go. And then find that place of the most discomfort where you can still smile and breathe. And we're going to stay on this same leg, but as you inhale, just take yourself up, re-lengthen. And then as you exhale, the heart leads you, almost like you're doing that cat-cow seated. Take yourself forward, find this place again. Soften your eyes. And then very slowly come up. We'll just pause in the midpoint for a moment. If you want to keep your eyes closed, that's lovely. Okay. And then taking twist over to the right, just find the twist. So let the legs move as they need to and breathe here. And feeling wherever the left hand is. And as you exhale, let it slide forward, and maybe you turn your head, you look at the right leg. The right hand can come forward, or you might love it back there. You know, just be playfully curious. Sending more of your weight over to the right side. So letting the chest be a little heavier over the right side. Okay, we're going to stay on the right side, but as you inhale, just come back up, re-lengthen. You can even keep your eyes closed. And as you exhale, right, you're just going to sink back in. Let yourself be heavy here. And one nice big breath in. And halfway through your exhale, walk yourself back upright, and then just pause. And we'll bring the soles of the feet together. And just give your feet a little rub here. In this position, you could even do the whole inseam of the leg. And down. Okay. Good. All right, so if this isn't comfortable, you just go to cross-legged. You're going to take the hands down, and we're just going to start with this side to side thing. Let the shoulder, move the way that feels good. And with the hands on the floor now, you start to make a big circle in whatever capacity you have. Circling, feel yourself leaning to one side, rolling to the other. Let your head move in a way that is helpful. Yes. Okay. Do one more, and then we'll reverse the circling. Feel your breath, the hands on the floor, everything that you need to help with this feet. If your hands are happier on your thighs, you put them there. Okay, I'm going to come back to the swaying side to side. Okay, bring it to center. So the hands are not stretched forward, they're in. I'm going to keep the left hand where it is and just stretch the right arm forward. Take it down to the floor. Now we push the left hand into the floor to lift the left side, and then you just turn and look past your right arm. We're just going to do this. If this feels too deep, back off.
And one more. Good. Okay, we're gonna change hands. So if you're cross-legged, maybe you change the cross of your legs too. And we just do the same thing. So now I have the left arm extended, the right hand is just pushing into the floor to help lift. Lifting the right shoulder, turning your head, breathing. Good. Let's do one more. Okay, we're gonna come upright just to stretch the legs. Give them a little wiggle wobble, maybe your hands too. You're gonna come to forward fold in Baddha Konasana. The soles of the feet together, or you go cross-legged and then just walk it out to wherever you go here. Out, forearms on the floor, hands on the floor, head on the floor. And just breathe and do your best to kind of release yourself. So if you're clenching anywhere in the pelvic floor, in the jaw. Taking maybe 3 more breaths here. Good. Okay. And then we'll come up. And once again, we're just going to stretch the legs out. Maybe no hands. Move your feet. Okay. All right. We call it puppy love. All right. We're going to come to lie down on our tummies. So I have one blanket here. Just, oh, maybe I'm going to turn it. We'll just have it a little bit, not quite center on your mat. It's down a little bit. The legs are going to go here and the head's going to go there. And maybe a heating pad if you have one. Okay. Let's see. I didn't grab any props, but if you like a strap for grabbing hold of your foot, maybe you bring it over right now. Okay. So we'll just come to, well, let's start lying on your tummy. So you just put your head down and rest. You need a blanket anywhere else underneath you, like one head. Put it there. Okay. So just if you come to lie down, feel the tops of the feet on the floor. So let's extend one leg up and stretch it, and then take the other one up, stretch it. So your legs miraculously become longer. And then taking some time to settle yourself. And then staying exactly as you are with your head down. Tuck your toes under. Yeah, and then we're just going to press out through the heels. So maybe the legs lift and start to wave your heels side to side. So you're rocking onto the baby toe, big toe, on your feet. Just find that a few times. Swaying the heels side to side. Yeah. Okay, then we'll put the tops of the feet back down. Good. Okay, we're going to come up to Sphinx. You come up onto your forearms, spread your fingers, adjust yourself, whatever you need. Yeah, take the shoulders back and anchor into the elbows. And then I'm just drawing the belly back, almost like it's a bit of a cat pose. Your head can drop or it can stay in line. And breathe here. Okay, we'll start to lift the tummy drop down. So lift the chest a little bit. Move the shoulders back. And maybe the chin comes in. Okay, and then you can still draw the belly in. Just you'll feel the back lengthens a little bit. Maybe you lengthen through your legs. Press the tops of the feet down. Okay, so just find this alignment as best as you can. One more breath. Yeah, okay. Come all the way down. Rest here. Tuck your toes under. Press out through the heels and wag your heels side to side again. Okay. And then come back to the tops of the feet. We're going to bend the knees now, and you can keep your head down. You start to turn your ankles around. Let's make some nice circles with the feet and the ankles. Good. And then reverse this circling. the opposite way, whatever you're doing, maybe they're going the same direction or not, it's all good, just roll your ankles. Good. And then we'll point and flex the feet a few times. Good. Okay, I'm gonna keep the knees bent, maybe the feet come together, it's all fine, whatever's happening. Okay, and then put your hands underneath your shoulders or back of the ribs, spread your fingers. You'll lift the shoulders up and lift the chest up, lift the head up. I can take my hands right off the floor, they're just there for support. So you can lift them up off the floor if you like, or keep them down. And then as you're here, just see like, can I keep this lift of the chest, back of the head? You might feel your thighs lifting. It's all fine. One more breath. And then relax, come back down. Breathe. Okay, we're gonna come up for cobra. So the legs can be stretched out, hands in place, spread your fingers. Lift your shoulders, lift your head, lift your chest, and then push the hands down and away. Come up as high as you like. The legs can go wider apart. And then as you exhale, we're going to slowly come down. And we're just going to go up and down a few times. So maybe you tuck the chin, the shoulders lift, you come up. And then as you exhale, the head lifts and you come down. You're just going to find whatever works here. You might walk the hands back a little bit. You might take them forward. Just find some waving here in this cobra. Moving with your breath. Let's just do 2 more. You can really feel it's really about the heart moving. The hands are just there to help, but they don't have to be. I just take my hands off the floor. I can still find a little something. Good. Okay, and then let's rest. We're gonna walk the legs wide apart. Once you have them wide, tuck your toes under and let's do the same little dance. Heels just moving side to side. Okay. Now, with the legs nice and wide, bend your knees. Yeah, let's find an egg beater action. So just take your time. You're rolling over one thigh and the other. The hips are moving. Your head can still be resting. Maybe you've changed the hand placement. Rolling yourself here. Oh, loosening your back. Okay, I'm going to reverse this egg beating direction to the other side now. Still breathing and beating and moving. Okay, I'm going to go one time in each direction. Looks like you're making a figure 8. Good. Okay. And then with the legs wide, let's bring your feet together. Rest again. Okay. Now I'm going to take the hands back into position for cobra. You might not even lift up. You see. Okay. I'm going to take the left leg, straighten it with the toes tucked under. Lift the right thigh up. Bring yourself to the left side and maybe you touch the floor with the right foot. And we're just going to flow between side to side. Those little dance pose that we do. Using your hands to help. The chest can stay close to the floor. It can come up. So now you just kind of see, whoa, we feel good here. Or maybe, feel good is could be an understatement, but good. Okay, I'm gonna do one more on each side. And then we're gonna come down, we're gonna just rest exactly as you are. Good. Okay. Walk your legs together. Once you have them together, maybe rock side to side and just tuck everything in. And tuck the toes under. Press out through the heels. Draw your low belly in. And we'll lift the head. Keep the right arm where it is. I'm going to bend the left leg. So here's where you might grab your strap or your sock or your pants or your foot. Whatever you've got here. And then just find that extension. I'm going to push the foot into the hand, open the shoulder. Now I'm going to fly the right side. So I'm going to lift the right leg up, lift the right arm.
maybe the left thigh, and then there's a softening. Nothing else needs to lift. One more breath. Unless you're just getting there, and then take another breath. Otherwise, come back to rest. Whatever rest means. Okay, and then we'll set up second side. So tuck the toes under, push out through the heel, rock your body, get the thighs, right on the floor. Then left arm stays for support, bend the right leg, catch hold of the right foot. And I brought the thumb over with the fingers. I'm on the inside of the foot, but whatever you've got here, push the foot into the hand, move the shoulder back, and there's a softening. And it's the softening that actually allows me to pick up the left side. It's the softening and the extension. Breathe here with joy, with gratitude, your own presence. And release. Or stay if you just got there. Okay, and breathe. Good. Okay, the next one we're going to do is locust pose. So that's the arms by your side, but they're lifted, palms face in, you stretch your fingers, situate your legs, and then lift your shoulders, lift your heart, reach back. Reach back, legs are straight, you're reaching back, you're looking, tucking the chin, look down, lift your shoulders, and then exhale, rest, and let the backs of the hands just rest on the floor. I'm going to turn the head, put the right cheek down, or right temple, and then just let go here. Breathe. All right, we're going to do that pose again. This time, I'm going to interlace the fingers. If you have your strap, you can lay it along the center, like right over your low back, and then you can grab the strap and use that, if that's easier, or just do what we just did. Okay, so I'm going to just take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, lift the shoulders, and then soften. And as you inhale, you'll lift your head, your heart. You might keep the hands on your tush, or you could reach the arms up. Okay, if your legs want to lift here, go for that. And smile. One more breath. And then backs of the hands to the floor, this time left cheek or left temple. Okay. Keep your body as it is, just lift your head and either look at the floor, rest your forehead on the floor. You're gonna grab both feet now. So either strap or bend your legs, or you don't need to grab the feet, you just reach. You don't even need your strap, you're just gonna reach. So either one, and then we're gonna lift off into upward bow here. So whether you're reaching for your feet, just let go of mine, there it is. Or we hold the feet. Right. Okay, one more breath. And then relax. Breathe. Just hold on. Sorry. Okay, breathe. And then before we leave this completely, we're going to come back to that windshield wiper. So I'll bend the knee and plant the hand. We're just going to roll it side to side. You're so excited. Holy shit. Okay. Good. And then from here, friends, we're also going to come up. So all fours, and we'll take child's pose. However you like it. With the bolster, with the blanket. Knees apart, knees together. Go in slow. We did a lot with the back, so maybe you need some just go. Okay. And release yourself into your child pose. Feel your breath opening. Take one more moment here. It could be 5 more moments. If you want to stay here, that's fine. Next pose is going to be a downward facing dog. You do that however you like, and stay in your child's pose. Still have my socks on, so I'll just narrow it out and open the backs of your legs. Spread your fingers, let your head go. Continue. Okay, one more breath. And then we'll all meet on hands and knees. And we're just going to take a regular old cat-cow. Once you're here. Yes. Oh, just moving into your cat-cow. How can you make this like, so therapeutic and good for yourself? Okay, so we're just going regular old cat-cow. You're gonna also turn it into a full barrel roll. So hands might walk forward, the knees back. You're just gonna find the motion of this ocean. Circulation is the name of the game today. And just circulating, moving. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna do one more here and then reverse this. Circle in whatever way, you know, you're like the best barrel roll, circular, cat-cow, creative. Oh, expressing yourself fully. Okay. We'll go one time in each direction. Good. Okay. And then we're just going to flow front to back. You're only going to go as far as your body says it wants to go. You might be able to go right into cobra and all the way back. So you're just going to play with that. Wherever your body says, you're just enjoying the joy of moving. You could even do this on your forearms. You come forward, stay on the forearms. Oh, no, that doesn't really work. Okay, do whatever works. And then let's do one more. I'm going to come to sit. Okay. So I'm just going to come to sit on the tops of the feet in Vajrasana. But however you need to sit, you know, come just be in your sacred sit for a few moments. Feel this body. Okay. Wow. From here, I'm going to just come to stand up. We're going to do it maybe 2 times. If this works, if you know, sit as you like, but you want to bring yourself onto your knees in some way. So if you're going to do this with me, come onto your knees. I brought the hands together at the heart. You're going to start with the right foot coming to the floor. And then feel, you know, tuck the toes or top of the left foot. Bring yourself up. And then we'll take the right foot back again. So same side. We'll right foot forward, now it comes back. And then we'll come back and sit on the toes for a moment. Just one breath here. And then we'll come back to your knees, left foot forward, come up, step your feet together, and then left foot back. And use the top of the foot. You're lifting yourself up. So as much as it is coming down, you're also picking yourself up. Come and sit. Okay, any way that makes sense. Yes. Good. Okay. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to come off these. I'm going to sit cross-legged. So just take your hips to the side. Come to cross-legged. Let's grab a block. Okay, we're going to take forward fold and we're going to do it side to side. So here's what the block is going to help you. So let's put the block over on the left side. Take your hands to the floor, lift yourself up, and then come into the twist here like we did. So the right hand comes over, left hand, you're going to twist over to the left. And then as you exhale, you're just going to walk yourself over this left thigh. And you're going to use the block, you know, third height. Maybe you need 2 blocks. Maybe you can go, no, I mean, if you can tuck your chin and rest your forehead on your knee, you don't need a block. But the block can be quite lovely. So
We're just gonna be here for another few breaths. You're supporting your third eye if possible. Let the jaw go. As I move to the final few moments, I'm just going to turn my head and rest the right side of the temple on the block. If that works for you, great. If it doesn't, then just keep your forehead as is. Good. So as you begin your next exhalation, halfway through, start to come up and just pause in the repose. We're going to change the position of the legs. We can stretch them out and then come into the other side if you can remember. Move your block over. And then we'll come to twist on the right side. Take a few moments here. Good. And then as you exhale, walk yourself over the right thigh and set up whatever that means for you. Releasing yourself into your breath, into the twist, into the shape, support of the forehead. And say the softening of the forehead. I'm going to turn the head with the left temple on the block. That's accessible. And then begin your exhalation when you're halfway through. You walk yourself upright. And we'll just rest in the repose. Okay, then stretch the legs out. Maybe this time they're going to go wider. Last time we did not as wide. So you feel it. Okay, I'm going to again use the block for the forehead. You might want 2 blocks or a blanket. I'm using 2 blocks. It's kind of nice to have like a fulcrum so you can balance it. You see how it goes, whatever you need here. Okay, let's start just sitting up. If you need to sit on a blanket or you need to pull the fleshy bits out, you just find that. And then lovingly bring yourself in. You adjust your props. And the forehead is supported. And just drop in. You need to move your feet around a little bit to loosen something, create more space, do that. Always. Fiddling with my blocks here, trying to find them. Oh, I think I found it. So hopefully you found a comfortable way to be here. Allow the stretching, whatever you're feeling, to have its time. Resting in the room would be good. Some way you can just settle yourself here. Let's move into our final few breaths. Almost reluctantly. Let the exhale begin and then halfway start to press yourself up. I'm just going to bask in this afterglow for a few moments. Maybe you want to take your hands back and lean into your wrists here. Get a little bit of a wrist pumping. Okay. So good. All right, we're gonna take the, okay, here's our next pose, is Bhishmasana. And so that's where we support the head and the back of the heart. This can feel like a lot. If being on the blocks is too much for you, you just bring your bolster in. You can even lay it on top of here, but I'm gonna go right on the blocks because I really want to feel that. Okay, but we all know it, you know, we all know if you need to put the bolster, there we go. And you'll still get an opening for the chest, but it's not gonna be as, word profound comes in, but I don't know, it might not be profound. So I just take that second block. I have it on the second height, but you could go first height. Just a matter of lifting the heart and placing the back of the shoulder blades on this block. Okay, and then the one for the head can be highest height, lowest height. Yeah, as soon as I come in, I just pick the chest up and put it back. Oh, I heard that. Heart just made a big sigh. Like, this can be quite lovely. Your legs can be stretched straight. They can be, you know, cross-legged. They can be stretched. They can be bent. Just feel that the back of the heart is supported and you're comfortable. There should be a modicum of comfort. Take your time, play with your props, bring them down lower if it's too high. You could also do it on the highest height, which I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to pop into that. So wherever you are, you're just basking in the joy of softening into the support. Nothing to do here but be here. Let your body settle as much as you can. If you want to take your arms over your head, you know, just stretch them or rest them, whatever the body allows, and depending on how high the blocks are. You don't have to stay there, but you can just open yourself and then release the hands back if you like. Okay, so we're here for another few breaths. Just let it all come in, all flow out. So we're going to prepare to come out. Nice big breath in and exhale. If you need to help the head, you know, grab, lift your chin to your chest and press yourself upright. And again, just bask for a moment. There's something really glorious. As soon as we come out of that, move the blocks and to lie down. Okay. So I'm just going to move my little package upright because we're going to put the blocks underneath the hips next. So come down. You need a support for your head. You probably won't have to keep it there because once we put the blocks under the hips, things shift. But just take a moment to feel the back of the heart, back of the shoulders, and even the softening in your head. Okay, and then we'll take the block, one block. You could do two blocks, you know. I've been doing that lately, 2 blocks to support underneath the sacrum. You're just making your supports a little wider. Okay, so whatever you like, first height, second height, third height. I've just thrown 2 blocks in at the second height. So you feel supported. And the head, you know, probably doesn't need any support. Just come down. Okay, so depending on how high you have the blocks, you know, if you're moving to a gentle windshield wiper, rocking of the knees, just to massage the sacrum over the blocks. Maybe you get as far as like the side of your hip. Okay. You're welcome to keep moving if that's what the body wants, or just rest here. Allow yourself to be very, very, very happy. You want to stretch your legs out if the height of the block allows it and you like it. Do that for the next few breaths. well, we're gonna play on the block just for a moment, so you might change the height of the blocks. You bring your knees in and then extend the legs up. Yeah, okay, then what we're gonna do is open the legs apart, so like wide-legged, like we were just sitting in. You take one leg forward and cross it over the other, so they're moving like as a big hole between the feet. You're just gonna cross them over. So you can be going nice and slow. And so as you do this, like extend wide and cross, you might at the pinnacle bring the knees together and hug them in. And then just open again and you might go there. So just be playfully playful. Getting a lot of back cracks, so I'm not the only one. I always think of this as like, whenever you get those cracks, oh, I'm giving myself an adjustment. Okay, and then we're gonna rest for 2 or 3 breaths. Maybe the legs extended, maybe they're open. One more full breath. Okay, and we'll lower the feet to the floor. Lift your hips, take your blocks out, come all the way down. Bask in the glory that is you. Let's take windshield wiper a few times just to move a little back and everything nice. Oh, well, that feels pretty amazing right now. Good. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna bring the legs up and hug the knees in, and they can go wide out. You can rock side to side. Maybe you want to take a happy baby and rock side to side. So yogi's choice here. Massaging your back. Feel free to let the legs move, like maybe they want to do a little dance. All right. Coming to center and pausing. We're going to move into Shavasana. So you're welcome to do the legs up the wall or set up however you like. I'm going to take Shavasana 2 today. You can roll to your side, or maybe it's a rock and roll. You just take advantage of this. No props for me underneath you. Just rock and roll. Okay. All right, and then whenever you get here, so like I said, you set up however you like. I'm going to take Shavasana 2. So the bolster. So I'm going to take this blanket out. So the bolster goes up here. Maybe the blanket is going to go at the top of the head. And then, whatever else you like. So right here, I'm just going to lie, tush down, legs out. And then the bolster can move up the back or down the back. You figure it out. It's really integral almost to be able to create that which you need. I started class off with that. To be able to create what you need to rest. But once you get in, if you're like, this doesn't feel right, take the time, make it right. And knowing that there's no right. There's only I'm gonna try this. Okay. Settling once you're in it, whatever shape you've chosen.
Softening your third eye space. Softening your jaw. Your tongue. Your eyes. Your ears. Feeling the whole head so heavy. And when you give into that, let it all just sink, release, and relax. Softening your throat. Right from the top to the bottom, the whole neck, your throat area. Creating space. Softening the back of your heart. Softening through the solar plexus, center line. Softening through the navel center, the water center. Inviting in freedom of movement here. And softening into the base of your pelvic floor. Following the center line from the base of the pelvic floor to the crown of the head. Calling in for spacious relaxation. Guiding that perhaps all the way down through the legs to the soles of the feet. And all the way back to the crown of your head. The length of your arms and your resting hands. Shavasana.
surrendering to your deepest state of relaxation. Deepest state of surrendering. Staying as you are, for as long as you like. You're going to start to journey yourself out, and again, just really taking your time. Make any little movements your body needs, and then rest as your body needs to. So that you're very present, very connected to this transition time. To do, you're still in this place of you time. Once you come upright, you're just basking in the afterglow, feel everything that's feel into the repose, the joy of awakening from Shavasana and sitting in that. You can feel the effects of your practice. And that here you are, exactly the same, yet somewhat changed. Bringing your hands together at your heart, bowing your chin to all that you are. This great remembering, this remembrance of your own capacity to play. And so as you inhale, lengthen tall, and as you exhale, release this breath. And we'll join together in our May We Be Blessed mantra and know. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy, and may we be happy. Seal that. Inhale. Oh. Breathe into your hands, touch your breath, and for this moment, whatever it is you need, you put it there. You call it in, and then offer that to yourself. And we'll offer it out to each other. All your loved ones. Spit it out, and you can take it back. So, all right. Happy yoga. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May you breathe well and be well for the rest of this day and tomorrow. And we'll see you on Thursday for our last class of 2023. Yes, 2022. I'm rushing ahead. Okay, that's Shavasana brain. That's real thing. Bye, everybody. Have a good day.